Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bryant from class. So I've been working on making an cloth blanket. I found a pretty simple, pretty fast way to make it, and then also extrude I'm sorry, to export the model. Um, Maybe some of you are having some trouble. I know some of you were in class, and I found a pretty decent way of figuring this out. It's kind of quick. There's a couple of steps. So first thing I did was I have my bed here, and then I made a box. It's gonna be the blanket, which is also gonna be turning that into the end cloth. So click on your box, go over to Polycube, and then give this box. I like to give it 10 subdivisions, so it has a pretty good movement when it's falling. Now, but take this and put it up here, a pretty decent height, so that when it falls, it has enough time to give it the desired effect. Now, what you're going to do from here is you're going to go ahead and go to Edit, Delete by Type, and delete the history and freeze transformations. Then you're going to go to FX, click on your box or whatever you're using. I'm using my bed. I'm actually going to go back to modeling really quick and combine this. Now go to Effects, click on NclothBlanket and go down to Create Passive Collider. That should turn whatever you're not using as your NclothBlanket into the collider. And then click on your box or your blanket and then create NclothBlanket. So now you have your NclothBlanket, and so it's going to be falling. What I do then is I'll go over to Field and Solvers and I'll put gravity, and I'm not sure if it puts both of these on here or not, but I'm going to put vortex as well. Now click on your bed and go down to frame 1 and just key a frame in there, and then take the bed. Oh, click on another. I think I was at 130. Just go to 130. And then take your bed, put it right up here, right next to the blanket, and then key another frame. Go back to 1. I also go, where's the NclothBlanket shape? Collisions. I don't think it's in there. NclothBlanket. It is an NclothBlanket shape. I just got, oh, the pressure. Go to your pressure. I'll put the pressure at like a 0.4 and the damping at a 0.1. I'm not going to spend time trying to explain these to you because I don't even know what it does. I just know that it gave me the desired effect I wanted. And then hit play. You should see your bed heading towards the blanket. And once they collide, should give it a pretty decent effect. Sorry for the lag. And then there you go, push pause. So there you go, you got your bed. I obviously didn't make it thick enough. I might want to make this bed a little bit thicker in case you guys, or this blanket a little bit thicker, in case you guys are experience that same clipping. Go ahead and hit play again. Now you could just mess around with that. I'm not going to mess around with it too much. I do want to show you guys how to export it though. So it's dragging the blanket with it, and you go ahead and hit pause. Now again, it's still clipping a little bit. I'm gonna get stuck just trying to thinking about that. What I'd like to do now, so let's move this bed out of the way, and then we'll click on here. What I like to do is go to modeling, and then take the mesh and smooth it. There you go. It even took away the clipping. Cool. So there's your blanket. Okay, now the problem is that some people don't know how to export this. You're gonna go over to Windows, go to Outliner, and you should see it here. Take your object, make sure you're in object mode just in case. Go over to Edit, delete your history type again, delete type, and then delete the history. Go to modify, freeze transformations, and then what you want to do, you don't even need any of your NCloth stuff. Let me see if I have it right. Yeah, okay, cool. So you could delete all of your NCloth stuff, all the gravity, the vortex. I think everything else here is fine. Um, click on your object. It'll show up in the outliner as your cube, and then go ahead, click on the cube. The polycube is going to be on the top. This is your output, and this is the cloth, or the one that you used. You can go ahead and delete that. Make sure you're clicked on output, cloth 2, go down to export, selection, and then let me make sure I have it somewhere where I'm going to be able to find it quickly. And then just, I don't know, just name it whatever. I'm going to name it blanket. Okay. And then I'm going to move this out of the way. And then go to import your blanket, push OK, and there you go. It's an object, it's your blanket. You can mess around with this later if you want, but there you go. You got a blanket, nice little blanket. Got a decent amount of effect right there to give you the effect of a blanket. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's how I made my blanket. I don't know how you guys made yours, but this really helped me when I figured this out. So I hope this helps you guys too. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below. All right, have a good night.